Sadler.
Keep coming on the bottom. Keep coming low, low, low. Keep coming low.
Nelson Piquet slipping by there. That's an amazing job that young man did.
Good job.
Ryan Sieg getting by as well.
Here's Crawford's view.
Well, just right in front of him. Through the grass.
Hold her straight. Hold her straight. Back up.
Again, coming right at us.
Boy, I'm telling you, from that angle, it almost looks like there was a little bit of contact, and that got right wiggling.
Let's look at what we saw the first time.
Yeah, this is from the blimp. Let's look one more time to see if there was any contact. Again, we're looking at the 4 and the 33.
He's going to pull up on him for sure.
I don't think so, Phil.
Boy, if there was contact, it was oh so slight.
Well, and I just think I think Ron had a flat tire. I really do.
It looks like right when the 4 gets to the back bumper of that truck, it starts to move to the right.
Yeah, but I mean, it's so close.
Adam Alexander.
And it's always tough to judge what a driver says right after an accident because of the emotion involved. But Hornaday came on the radio right after the contact, the spinning was over, and he said simply, too much bump drafting. So he obviously felt like there was contact, and he got that same message delivered back to him from the spotter stand. Neither one of those guys have the benefit of replay like you guys do and have seen so many, but that was the word from Hornaday's radio, Rick.
Let's go back down to Ray. Ray.
Well, Rick, Mike Skinner was told to come to the pit road, but that message got delivered to him just a little bit too late. He was afraid that he was going to have a commitment violation back there, so he stayed out on the racetrack, and now they've kind of made their bed. They're going to stay there. But down in here in the pits, Todd Bodine tried to come down pit road, but he missed the entrance to his pit area, had to go back around, came down this time, obviously, just to stick some fuel in that Geico Toyota.
See a lot of smoke coming out of the 14. Ray was talking about the 30 of Todd Bodine missing his pit stall.
What?
He just never turned in.
Didn't see the sign, I would suppose.
Not many onions out there on pit road, but didn't catch that one. Adam Alexander.
And Jason White has already made one pit stop in this cycle. He is crossing the start-finish line now, and when he comes back around to pit road, he will come down pit lane again. He's been very, very loose. That's what he said on that run. So they discussed the changes the first time they came down pit road at lap 33. It was a shock and chassis adjustment. They plan to come back down for tires and fuel. But guys, when you look at the attrition rate and the number of big-name drivers who find themselves now behind the 8 ball, it's hard not to think Jason Wyatt is quickly becoming a favorite. This guy's been good throughout the evening. He's set on the pole. He's proved he can do it in the draft, and right now the competition for him is dwindling.
Yeah, he's got guys like Mike Skinner and Timothy Peters that have proven they've got good trucks, right?
Got a fire down here on Rick Crawford's truck. He just came in. They're putting the fire extinguisher on it right now. There was a lot of smoke coming from underneath the engine. They're aware now that the fire was on that Lilly Trucking Ford.
They may be changing the radiator. You see the guys, the radiator's been pushed back in towards the engine. These are the trucks that were involved in this latest incident. A lot of them, Elliott Sadler, so good early on. Ricky Carmichael ran well. Ted Musgrave has now been involved in both incidents. Donnie Leah had worked his way into the top 15. Ron Hornaday, our champion. Eric Almirola had a good truck. Taylor Malsom was racing up in the top 5.
Phil, I'm still not convinced that Ricky Carmichael caused this. It looks like simultaneously, just like you said, Rick, right when he got there, Hornaday veered to the outside. Now you would think that Ricky hit him, but it's so close.
And first of all, they're not in line. I mean, Ricky Carmichael's out of ways.
Okay, right there.
I think there was contact.
He might have.
I think he did hit him. You're right.
And, that's how little it takes.
That's how little it takes is exactly right.
A lot of trucks involved.
And Rick, you talked about it. The bumpers don't line up on these trucks, and that's what Wayne Aunton, our series director, preaches at the drivers' meeting. Think about the fact that these bumpers don't line up.
And Ricky had to say, I caused that? I mean, I just barely bumped him. And look at the aftermath.
A wild ride for a lot of trucks. The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series on Speed is brought to you by Cheerios, 100% natural whole grain oats and only 1 gram of sugar. By Atlanta Motor Speedway. Come see how NASCAR's big boys play capture the flag at Atlanta Motor Speedway, March 5th through the 7th. And by Hershey's Milk and Milkshakes. Try a new way to indulge in Hershey's. Aerial coverage tonight brought to you by DirecTV. DirecTV, it'll change your life. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
I could see our hotel from that blimp shot. It's right over there to the right.
Got a big view from the DirecTV blimp. Involved in this most recent crash, Elliott Sadler, Ricky Carmichael, and the list goes on and on.
Man.
Just an innocent little bump from Ricky Carmichael to Ron Hornaday. Look on the outside. That's Ron Hornaday, the 33 Longhorn truck. Ricky Carmichael, the monster truck, right behind him. He's just going to try to help him. All he does is looks like maybe just nudge him ever so slightly, and it turns Ron into the outside wall.
And Ricky's probably thinking, you know, I've been bumped like that before. My truck kept going straight, but you just don't know what Ron was, you know, where you hit, where you match up, and it just happened so quickly. We tried to give him a benefit of the doubt and say he didn't do it, but he certainly did.
There's Todd Bodine on the inside.
Elliott Sadler's the truck we're riding along with.
Doing great.
Doing great off turn 2, and then into 3, it's tore all to pieces.
There's Mad Max on the inside.
Look at there, a
bumping
little bump.
Todd.
Keep coming on the bottom. Keep coming low, low, low. Keep coming low. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Clear. Good job. Good job.
I guarantee
Watch
you.
this now. We got the 4 truck following a 33 truck.
I guarantee you,
just
Ricky
keep it
Carmichael
going.
was shocked when he saw Hornaday's truck turn in the outside wall.
Watch him. He pulls up to him right now, and you see he's not exactly in line as you said, but he's getting close to him right there. Looks like the contact.
Golly, and look, they were doing the same thing down on the inside, Rick, pushing each other.
Right.
They kept going the right direction.
Well, and I know that we're looking at something, they're going 185, 190 miles an hour. We're looking at it very slow, but it almost looks as though Ricky Carmichael moves just a bit to the left when he gets that contact, and that accentuates the contact and sends Ron into the wall.
We saw Kyle Busch bumping Taylor Malsom, his teammate, a lot harder than that, but unfortunately it didn't work. Krista?
Yeah, this one involved a couple of champions, a former 2005 champion Ted Musgrave and our reigning champion Ron Hornaday. We've been watching it down here, so I could guess what happened, but nobody wants to hear me guess. They want to hear you say what happened.
It's going to be easy. I'll just blame Busch. He was out front, so I'm going to blame him. No, actually, we got a good tug, and he dropped to the bottom, so it slowed my truck up. Ricky got a good run and run into me. So these trucks, the bumpers don't line whatsoever. So I don't blame him because the lap earlier I picked up Sadler, and luckily he was fortunate enough he saved his. So you just can't bump drafting these things, and Ricky will learn that, but under our cost. But I hate to say, Longhorn, thanks for all the support and just everybody. It takes a lot of people, and them guys just built this truck in a week, and as fast as it was. I hate to see both our trucks out, and plus Ricky's truck we do. So, KHI, we got more work to do, but we'll go get that. I think we can get that Longhorn Chevrolet back out.
Well, I know Ricky's a good friend of yours. Are you mad at him right now?
Daytona. I mean, how can you? You know, full moon. No, we're all right.
All right, Ron Hornaday's in good spirits, so let's talk to Ted Musgrave. You were so excited. We're so excited to have you back. I know this is not how you wanted it to end tonight.
No, it was my one and only shot for the year, maybe, unless I get some sponsorship for Atlanta. But I'm telling you, wrong place, wrong time, both times. None of them were my fault. Kyle Busch and I both jumped to the outside, got involved in the first lap. So my day was pretty much over, but I was just sitting there riding by my own business, and then that second one came along, I got pushed into it, and the hope for a Haiti truck just needs a lot of hope right now. I think we're gonna have to load it up and take it home.
All right, thanks, Ted. Let's go down to pit road, pit stops, Ray.
Mike Skinner just came to pit road, Krista. He did not want to give up his track position, but his crew chief, Gene Need, said we just cannot take a chance of going on too long of a green flag run now because there's so few trucks left in the race. They came to pit road, gave up the lead for the 5 truck. Adam?
And Ray, just a moment ago, we heard Ron Hornaday talk about what happened on track, and Ricky Carmichael with us now. No doubt Ron felt like you bumped him from behind. He said no ill will, but that's what happened. In your opinion, what did you see?
I mean, definitely I bumped him from behind. We had a great run, and I'd bumped him before earlier, and I'm no expert at bump drafting, but I do know, you have to have patience, and I mean, I was on the brakes, you know, and no one was pushing me from behind. We just had a lot of momentum. He was a little bit ahead of me coming off the turn, and I had so much momentum coming. And what was weird is, like, he was side drafting, and he just wasn't perfectly straight. And like I said, I had no intention of slamming him from